Hey guys, right, just come back. Got my equipment, got a bucket. Got this, this is just to scoop out the water. Yeah, I'll change all the water in this, bring you back, and then we'll clean the glass and clean the top, and we'll go through what's in there. Hopefully, this smudge here will be a little bit more of a cooperative with the camera, and he looks like he's coming around. Let me just see if I can get him in there a little bit. Can you see? Yeah, he's just hiding. He likes to hide, and it's exactly why my son gave him a Heidi. Called him Heidi. Anyway, I'm just going to get this done. Right, see you in a little bit. Right, I've just taken the water out of the tank. I'm just going to now clean the filter a little bit as well. Now you can include that on here. If you don't want to see that, just fast forward it for a few minutes. It should only be a minute or so. Yeah. Just turn the camera around so you can actually see what I'm doing. Right, hopefully you can see that. I can't really see the camera. So I've included biometer in here. I just had some spare over, to be honest. Doesn't really need it in this tank or in this little filter. I just thought, you know what, I've got it spare and there's no harm in it. I took out all the carbon and I turned the original sponge around, as you can see. Just in there, just so I can cram some more of that biomedia into the middle. It's all just inside here, like, as well as on the top, as you saw. Got this out. There we go, that's just taking all of it out. If you can see that, because I can't really see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to get that sponge clean. Doesn't really need much. There you go, that's clean enough. I'm just cleaning the bit where the sponge goes. It doesn't need to be 100%, but that'll do. Put in there. Look at this impeller, just in case. Doesn't look like it stays cleaning, but there you go. Look. It's easy, comes out. And a small one. Just nice and clean in there. See if this needs to be cleaned or not. All these parts come off this filter. It's a superfish filter. It's one of the small ones they do. Yeah, I think that's about 15 quid. Does the job lovely. I'll just pull apart and quite modular, just so you can make sure it's all tidy. I'm just blowing through the tube here to make sure it's nice and clear. Just don't tell my girlfriend, she's a bit of a germaphobe. She would not like that whatsoever. What she doesn't know, if you know what I mean. Now there's the biomedia that I got into that little filter. 10, 20 grams at most, just to give it a little whoosh in here. And just get as much as you can down that little hole. Ooh. I'll just put that in there and I'll show you what you can do with the dirty water other than just throwing it away. It's quite interesting if you like this kind of thing. Let's polish it out. Hey, welcome back. So what you can do is use them in houseplants. Don't have many houseplants, to be honest. Just taking the leaf off here. And it won't be much of this water, but at least it'll be something that won't go to complete and utter waste. Oh, this is kind of cool. Kind of looks like hair, right? the idea behind it, and you just put the water in. Does really great. Love doing that. See if it will take any more. It might be a little bit too much. We go. Yeah, that'll do. As I say, it won't be much. Don't have many houseplants, but if you have a lot of houseplants, oh, you can see me. So yep. So yeah, there wasn't much water in there. Just a little bit there. If you have a lot of houseplants, unlike me, because they end up mainly being dead. So it's usually cactus or spider plants like this one, or plants on top of my 4 foot tank. 4 foot. What's that? Who knows? Anyway, yeah. So we'll get rid of this water. I said, don't need a lot of this water. I'll get rid of that. And yeah, well, when I bring you back, we'll fill this up, clean the glass, and hopefully Mr. Smudge is out and about, and I can take an up-to-date video of him. All right. Welcome back, guys. I'm just going to be dechlorinating my water with NT Labs Optimus. It's not sponsored, but if NT Labs wishes to sponsor me, you know, always welcome. But, Optimus and their status for the bacteria is great. Recycle your tank real quick. As I said, it isn't sponsored, but if they want to sponsor me, more than happy to take equipment, testing starter kits, Optimus, you know, take all of it. Right, so you just need a capful. I've got 10 litres here. That's obviously not just for that tank, it's for my 4 foot and my 2 foot, which the 2 foot I can give you a little quick look. Got to be maintaining it at some point this week or next. Yeah, just empty the water and clean the filter out, that type of thing. So right, well, I'll just get this water in there. Some of this water. Just put the opposite way. Just get the jug, put it in. Not that interesting, but if you want to watch, ooh, that's heavy. I'll just put this. I'll just put the stand up a bit higher so you can see what I'm doing. If you don't want to watch it, I'm sure it'll only take me 3-4 minutes. Just fast forward. All good. I'll just pause you and I can just move you around. All right, guys. Let's get on with scooping this water out. Won't take many. As you can see, I'm just going to cup it a little bit. Hope you can still hear me. This is just to make sure the water isn't disturbing the escape a bit down there, or the fish. Don't know what happened there, but my iPhone said it was full of storage. Don't know how that happened, because I have 2 terabytes of it. Again, anyway, I'm just gonna cup it. Can't really see what I'm doing, but just basically just cupping the water so it doesn't disturb the fish too much. Just you see it better this way around. Yeah, just cupping the water. Like that. Right, just gonna give the glass a quick wipe over. This is just a nice glass cleaner. Just brought this from the Cheeros website in the UK. Actually quite nice. It was only real cheap. I think it was only a couple of quid. Brought it with other bits and bobs that I brought. Again, it's not sponsored or an advert or anything. You know, just a nice glass cleaner really for your aquarium. And then you just polish it up on that side. And dry down in Europe's on the cabin here. Right, where is, so basically this is a 20-litre tank. It's a 20-litre tank with a superfish filter in there. Let me just turn that on with the heat before I forget. So it's just getting rid of the air at the moment. Jeez, that's close. That is close. Hang on. Move you back a little bit. Get rid of my light. Okay, it's a bit better. There we go. So that noise was just the filter getting rid of the air that's inside of it. After you open up a filter, squeeze some water through the filter to clean it, you're always going to get some air in there. And Heidi, as my son calls him, or Smudge as I call him, is out. So let me just pause you and I can just show you him. And there he is, hiding as he does at the back of the tank. He does come forward quite a lot really for the food. And if I'm at the tank without a camera pointing right at him, he's just having a bit of hide. It's a bit of personal space, I think. There we go. So this is the tank. So there was another, as I said, another bogwood in there, but I've taken it out as my son wants to make his own tank, small tank up. I've got another 16-litre tank, so that basically will be just actually just shrimp, which I really like shrimp, but haven't had time to set one up yet. As he wants it, figured why not? So this tank was gifted to me. It's completely free with my golden barbs, as in my forefoot. So the golden barbs were inside this 20-litre tank as you see it now. The person couldn't look after them very well, so they decided to let me have their golden barbs and this tank. I brought the light. I was going to put that way up there. Look, the light there. That's about £17 from Amazon. So I'll just, so that's there. So it's nice and cheap light. The filter was about 15, 20 quid at the most. It's a Superfish Aquaflow 50, a very small 3 watts, tiny filter, but it's more than enough for this betta here because they don't like flow at all. So I pointed the spray bar just here towards the window, as you can see here, towards this glass. So it hits the glass and comes down and then out into the tank. So it's nice and diffused before it actually bothers the betta here. All right, so let me just show you the 2-foot, as you haven't really seen it. Another little view of him there. So cool. I'll put an overview of it because of him at the front of the tank when I first got him, so you can actually see him. It's quite nice. I do have like a little top on top here. So here, that's just a nice plastic top that goes on here. Nice little lid. Stops the betta from jumping out or thinking about jumping out. I have the water. That's why I have the water a little bit higher than I might have if I haven't had this, but this betta doesn't seem to be that aggressive or wants to jump up or anything or flare its gills at me, so I don't think it would jump out of the tank, but you just never know. So I just got this on there just to make sure it won't, if it does decide to, it can't go too far. There we go. Joys of doing it with one hand. And that's the tank where we have it, just at the front near the door. So we've got a heater on there, as I said. That's about 25, 26 degrees. And you've just got this nice plant in there. Right. And this is my 2-foot tank. Just put some water in it. That's why the fish are going a little bit crazy. So you've got some cherry barbs in here. You've got guppies, obviously got loads of guppies, loads of babies. And you've got shrimp in here. There should be frogs, dwarf frogs. I think we've got 5, and wherever they are. We've also got a banjo catfish that is obviously likes to bury itself in the sand. So if I can find its tail or its head, I'll let you know. I'll point it out to you. Maybe you'll see it before me. I can't see him anywhere. Also have a super red male bristlenose pleco in here. You can see, look, there's a plant. This leaf is just dying off. This is completely natural. So basically, I didn't really plan this one. I did, but the pleco had other ideas. This skate was completely different. So you see this thickness of this sand wasn't like this. This was all pushed back to the back, and these rocks underneath this dragonwood here was like it's pointing out like it's out of a rock fascia. Loads of space underneath it you could hide. A pleco could hide. But the pleco decided to dig this bit out here completely and move all the sand from the bank, because it was about up here to at the back. As I was saying, so this sand was about here, and it was up about here at the back, and it was nice and gradient here. But the pleco decided it didn't like it, and for over the 2-3 days after I redid this skate, and it's pushed it all the way forward, and it's done all this mess alongside, I'm sure, with the actual banjo catfish as well. So I can give you a quick view without my voice so you can actually see what's going on.